Democratic U.S. Senate candidate Graham Platner sat down with News Center Maine political brew host Phil Hirschkorn this week for a long interview on the state of the race.
We showed you highlights of that on Wednesday. In the second part of his report, Phil looks at the comments Platner made on the social media platform Reddit about his military record.
Graham Platner's Reddit file contained hundreds of posts before he deleted it before launching his Senate campaign last summer.
1,800 comments.
News Center Maine obtained the whole file, and not from a Platner political opponent. It prints out to 663 pages. In an interview, we asked Platner about a batch of posts soon after he'd finished his 4 combat tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. You wrote, "Wartime was a hell of an awesome experience. I would do it again in a heartbeat."
Yep.
Combat was a really fulfilling experience. It's hard to explain how much I enjoyed combat. It's both physically and intellectually challenging. That war, I think you're referring to Iraq, that war was the most enjoyable experience of my life. I enjoyed the hell out of fighting in Afghanistan. And then finally, in 2020, you wrote under the banner, "Why did you enlist in the Marines?" You wrote, "I wanted to have an adventure and kill some people."
At the time I joined, 2004, I don't think there was a single guy I joined the Marine Corps with who went to infantry units who did not join up to fight. That's what the Marine Corps is there for. At the time, I was proud of that I was good at it. I was proud of my service, and for quite some time, actually, it was the most important thing that ever happened to me. And I derived a lot of pride and purpose from it. As I've gotten older and come to grips with the fact that the violence I took part in effectively had no purpose, or it had no benefit for the United States. I don't think that the war in Iraq did anything good for the American people.
Right, but you posted in 2021, you called the war an ethical horror show that imperialist adventures often turn into. You went on to say, though, "I used to love America, or at least the idea of it. These days I'm pretty disgusted by it all." You still feel that way?
I am disgusted by the systems. I am disgusted by a political system that has, over year after year, continued to use militarism as the base of our foreign policy. I am disgusted by a political system which in many ways does not care about the human cost of war, whether on our side or the violence that we dole out to civilian populations in the countries we go fight these wars in. That disgusts me. I'm not disgusted by America or Americans. In fact, that's why I'm running for United States Senate. I have an immense amount of hope.
In Portland, Phil Hirschkorn for News Center Maine.